Welcome back to the Beauty Business Mindset Podcast. Today we're going to be talking about time management. I'm going to be talking about who are you doing this for? And as I start this episode, I will be releasing a special journal, and it's going to be a paid journal, but I am going to do an exercise PDF worksheet that will be released soon, and probably in the next episode. You guys can download it to really help you, not just in business and in life, but to also see where your time management is going. Where are you using your time? Where is there room for your time? I know you're like, what? I get it. I have a business. I mentor others. I have 3 kids. I have a chinchilla. I need a place to clean. I have to take care of my daughter. I have to pick him up from school. I have all these things like you. Maybe you even have more on top of that we have to do. And that's the thing, have to do. We don't have to do anything. So we're going to get started with this episode. As always, so much gratitude for you. As always, take what resonates with you. The rest leave behind. I do these episodes to help you, one person at a time. That's how we create change. That's how we can help others through our knowledge, through our wisdom, is one person at a time. So let's get to it. So first part, it's going to be a little bit different. Who are you doing this for? And I want to say that because we're going to start with a story about this little girl. So there was once this little girl, and she wanted to change the world. And she was little. She was 6 years old, and she knew she was here for a purpose. But there was this little evil king, and he would always tell, the little girl's mommy, who was the queen, that she wasn't worthy enough. He would always put her down. And this little girl knew when she grew up, she didn't want to be that way. Then as this little girl grew up, she went to school, and people made fun of her because of how she spoke, because she had a lisp. And then she went to high school, and people made fun of her because she was too kind and sweet. There was this other little girl who would pinch her and slap her and push her and was really unkind to her. This little girl sometimes would hide in the bathroom. Then this little girl got to high school, and she decided to break free from it, and she decided to be who she was, and she went against the norm. She hung out with the people she wanted to because they were kind like her, not based on what everybody else or around her, the circle that was socialized, instead was in. She decided to be her own person. She decided to follow what felt right for her, no matter what everybody else said. And she started developing this sense of, I need to be outside the box. This sense of, I need to stick it to them and prove the other people that I can do this. And one day, this little girl woke up. She was a woman, and she saw how much damage she was doing to herself because she was trying to do it for other people. So, who are you doing it for? And this little girl in the story is me. So I am talking about this today from my own personal experiences, not because it's all about me. I just want to give you some context or some insights behind this story. Why I'm sharing this episode is things that I have done in my life that have helped me grow and accomplish things, not based on what the world wants or what the world seeks for validation. Is just based on what makes me happy. There's something that makes you happy, and you are holding yourself back. And one of the biggest things that we use, and I've seen it too also with some of my clients and students, is time. And I also have gone through it, and it has been an evolution of how I see time. And so as we start this journey for you, is who are you doing it for? If you are, whatever goals you have in your life, whatever goals you have for this year, whether monetarily, in business, or in life, who are you doing it for? So if you have already done this, I always tell you guys, I don't believe in this whole new year, new me. You get to start your year. You get to redo your life whenever you want to. There is no set date in my book. So what were your goals for this year? What are your goals for this year? And I would love if you go back after this episode and look at your goals and see who are you doing that for. Because it's so important that we start tapping into, we put ourselves first. And as a culture, we have this thing like give, and help others and put everybody else's needs before your own. And as a mother, you put your kids' needs before your own, and you're supposed to do all the things. And breaking from that can be very hard. But once you start tapping into who you're doing it for, everything changes. So what changed? What helped me to break from who am I doing this for? Number one, I am a person. You are a human. You get to have goals. You get to evolve. You get to be a new version of you. And you have to do it for you, because I feel like we're all humans, right? And we're like a cup, okay? And first, in order, like, so for example, I'm a cup, okay? And you're a person, right? And if I want to give you water, because my cup holds water, right? And I have like a drop of water, I can't help you. I cannot give you any water. I am barely holding on for dear life. So why do we feel that we have to just give to everybody, have no boundaries, allow people to overstep us, and we're this empty cup, and then we're trying to give out what we barely even have? And that's why I have shifted my perspective, and it has really helped me, not just in life and in business, but also with my anxiety. I am not a doctor. I'm not licensed to do this. It's just tools that have helped me to fill my cup first. If I am happier, if I am doing good within myself, I can be a better mother. I can be a better business owner. I can be a better teacher. I can be a better mentor. I can be a better wife. I can be a better human when I go outside and interact with other people. I can be kinder. So, tap into your goals. Tap into what you're doing throughout your day. Who are you doing it for? Okay, now let's get to the time management part of the thing. Okay, so we all have the 24 hours throughout the day. Beyonce, Lady Gaga, everybody has 24 hours throughout the day. You and I share that you don't get more, I don't get more, you don't get less, I don't get less. We have the same 24 hours. So how are you utilizing your time? And I think it's such a beautiful thing to see that, number one, you are in control of it. I know sometimes we think, oh, it's external sources or the things we have to do. No, it's our life. It's your life. What are you going to utilize your time for? Because we can always make more money. We can always have more things. But time, it's something that cannot be changed. It's 24 hours for a day. So what are you utilizing your time for? And what are things that changed that helped me? Number one, realizing that this is my limited resource time. And what am I using it for? For me, is joy. I want more joy. I want less stress in my life. I know this has been a turbulent time for all of us, of different changes and things, but it has been a beautiful time too, because my relationship with time has changed in that I am in control. This is my life. I don't know how long I'll be in this earth, and I get to choose joy. So when I choose my time, activities, are they bringing joy into my life? And so when you're choosing to do things and put things in your calendar, what are you choosing? Are you choosing things that bring you joy? Are you choosing things that are going to bring people that you love joy? Or are you just doing it because who are you doing it for? Is that what other moms are supposed to do? Like, for example, for me, my kids don't play sports. One of them is doing something I do like 5 or 6 week programs, and that's it. I had my first child was in soccer all the time. I hated it. It was hard. It was stressful on my relationship, keeping it real AF. And my kid hated it as well. My kid is one of my children is more into reading books and figuring out the things and, like dismantling things and putting them back together. One of my kids are totally different. and sports is not their main thing, academics and reading books, but that's his thing, okay? Then I have another child and they're super active. I know that child's gonna be in probably more activities. Then I have the other one, and she's a mix of both. And I allow my children's happiness to come first versus what society or other mothers say I should do. I don't have to put a whole bunch of playdates in my book that are going to stress me out and not be beneficial for me or my child. Because if I'm stressed out and running thin, that's going to, project onto them, even though if I try not to. So that is just a quick example of what are you choosing to use your time for in management. And why is this so important? Because you get to say no. I'm going to say it, you get to say no. So I got this beautiful, what's it called? This beautiful resource from somebody, and she told me it's either a hell yes or it's a F no. So I love that because I'm like, that's how I choose things now. It's like a yes or a no. And I'm not, I don't feel bad about it or anything. If it's a no, it's a no. Is it going to bring me joy? Is it going to be a hell yes? This is going to be beneficial for me, for my family, for my well-being? Or is it like a hell no, like I don't want to do that? And I say no. And I think it's so important that we start putting boundaries on ourselves of, what we're allowed and we don't allow in our lives. And you're allowed to do that as well. So for time management, remember, use no. You're allowed to say no, and it's okay. I have friends that I love dearly. I'm going to be real. I don't have a lot of friends. I'm very particular because I think it's really important that you really see who you're hanging around with. And for me, it's really important that I hang out around people that we do not agree in the same things, but all things that we do share is kind, and that we allow each other to be their own human. We agree to disagree. That's something that's very important to me in my life. So the people that I really love and are really close to me, we share that. So I don't put my beliefs or my expectations on other friends that I have that are mothers, and neither do they. But if I ask for advice or I ask for help, or hey, what's a good homeopathic medicine I can use for my child, they'll give me the advice when I ask for it. So, and if I ask for honest opinion about something, they'll tell me without any filters. And that's something very beautiful and important in my life that has helped me. And I know sometimes it can feel counterintuitive as mothers and business owners that we have to do everything the same like everybody else. But I'm here to tell you, and I know it's going to be like throw some people off, that if you're doing things the same like everybody else, something is wrong. I have been investing a lot of time, energy, and resources in starting to see more of the background of marketing and branding and other things that has nothing to do with your colors, okay? Colors and the fonts is nothing. The imagery is nothing. There's something so much more powerful to that, to what your business, to your life, to everything. And we all get stuck feeling that we have to do the same thing. And I am here to tell you, you do not. You do not. And sometimes your calendar may be full of activities that don't even bring you joy, don't bring you any more growth in your business, and you're doing just busy work. And I know it's hard to do because I was the person that I was so proud that I had like 12 things to do. 10 things to do. Now I have my calendar and there's only 3 things to do tops. And if I get one thing done, that's all that matters. I focus on the 5%. So what should you be focused on? Number 2, focus on your 5%. What activity today is going to move you or your life and business forward? I'll say it again. What 5% activity is going to level up or help you in your life, in your business, or in yourself today? What 5% activity? Sure. Okay, so then here we go. We're going to go through objections. Okay, so we need to post every day on social media. So I want to know, every time that you post on social media, how many new clients do you get from that? Every time you create a reel, how many new clients are you getting from that? Like, I'm being serious. Like, we are told to post all the time. We're told to do all these things. But is it bringing you joy? Is it good for your health, mentally and physically? And is it helping you with your life? Like, I'm being honest. Like, like, that's one of the things we have to do. Or it's maybe looking at your books, right? Reviewing your books once a month and seeing what services you're getting most booked at, where your money's being spent for supplies, where are you misspending, where can you hold back, what's not working, what is working, and what can we change. Would that 5% activity be more productive than just posting on social media when maybe, you get likes or you get engagement, but it's not helping your business grow? And that is something that I do daily with everything I do now with my life. So instead of having this whole list of, and I have to do this course, and I have to do this, and I have to do that, and I have to do this, no. It's just focusing today, what is the 5% that's going to move me forward in my business, life, or, well-being. And that is a beautiful place to be at, because you are being that cup. Remember how we started with the cup? So now when you are doing that 5% that moves you, your business, your life forward, you're filling your cup. Okay, you're adding water to yourself. And what happens when you add so much water to yourself? You start filling it up, and it gets to the half, and it gets 75% full. All of a sudden you're full, and you're happy, and you're in a good place. And guess what? All that extra happiness and all that extra amazing things that you're going in this momentum overflows to others. And that is exactly how it should be. We should be an overflow. We are the cups in our lives, and we get to be the overflow to allow the abundance to flow onto others. As I do this podcast, why do I do this podcast? For me, I know there's one person, if not many, that are being benefited by this podcast and what I'm learning right now. And that is enough in it for myself. Is that it's not about vanity metrics. It's not about all the other things that everybody wants to do. It's about the change that I can help through my voice, through this podcast, through you, my listener. So how are you going to manage your time now? Are we filling it with busy work? Are we doing things because people tell us to? Like, we're supposed to have the house, and we're supposed to have the nice car. We're supposed to have the purse. To this day, I do not own a Louis. And I'm not bashing anybody who does. For me, I just don't see the meaning of it for me personally. It's not something that I like. So I don't have one. I know a lot of my friends do. And it's the thing like, oh, I want that one day. And I'm totally respectful of that. For me, it's not important. And that's what I mean. Like, I'm doing that for me. And I'm asking you today, like, what are you doing this for? Who are you doing it for? Are you overworking yourself? Are you trying to outdo everybody? Are you just doing everything that everybody's telling you because you don't know where you want to go, and you're putting yourself in a position of burnout or unhealthiness? I don't know. Only you know. And I want to end this episode in regards to time management with this. I have been thinking of how can I help you? How can I help others more? Because life happens. And, there's events that happen that, cost things, that we get sad over. Maybe it like affects our health or well-being or our family. And I'm here to tell you that we need to start thinking more about the well-being of us, and that it is our time here on this earth, and it is our time here in our business, in our life, and how are we living it, and who are we doing that for? This beautiful thing happened on Instagram, which I love. I love using myself as an example because, I really like to share how I view things. And so on Instagram, so I had reached over 3,000 followers, right? And I did a 3,000 thing pull up. I was like, thank you and everything. And this year I decided that I wasn't going to just be posting what everybody wants from me, but what's really beneficial to help others move up in like their life and the way they think and evolve like I have, because that's the questions that I get a lot on. And it's beautiful how things like, it's like a shifter, okay? So anytime you change your life, okay, it's like having sand and a little like sifter, and it sifts the people that want to like no longer resonate with it, and then the people that do stay, okay? And for others, it would be like, oh my gosh, but you reached the 3,000 and you lost them all. Like, no, for me, it's not like that. For me, I'm sifting. Like, the people that resonate with this message are the ones that are supposed to be here. The people that resonate with my life and respect my boundaries. The clients that respect my boundaries and resonate with this message and what they're trying to do beyond just business, but actually into changing their life as well. Those are the ones that remain. And I know sometimes we're so scared because it happened to me. I was terrified in the beginning. I'm like, oh my gosh, am I pushing people away? Like, what the heck am I doing? Because I started putting boundaries and I started prioritizing my time. And it was either a heck yes or it was a no. And it started sifting people out of my life. But now there's this beautiful thing where I can be unapologetically me. And I want that for you. I want you to be able to say heck yes to the things that you want to do. Heck yes to more of the clients that you want to be around. Heck yes to more of the services that bring you joy and fulfillment and also bring you in money and the income that you want into your life. And start saying no to the things that no longer work for you. And I know it can be hard, and I know it can be it can not hard. Okay, I don't like that word. It's not hard. It can just be different, okay? Because we are so used to, we love repetition. Our brain loves repetition every day. And anytime we change or shift it, right? Anytime we shift and we're like changing things, it can feel like counterintuitive. And then we start doubting ourselves. Am I doing the right thing? But I am here to tell you that it will be the best thing that you do when you start knowing that you are the only one in control of your life and of your time. And it's neither what's good or what's bad. It's either a heck yes or a no. And it has helped me so much to be able to really discern and get more clarity of where I'm going, have more clarity in my business, have more clarity in my life. And with so much noise all the time, from social and everybody telling like the tips, even in this podcast, in regards to time management, I really do, and I hope you do this exercise. I take time every day to just sit in the silence in gratitude. Every morning now, I wake up and it has been so life-changing to be more comfortable and be more relaxed because, I'm an anxious person and I have my days. Okay, we all do. I'm human. I'm imperfect. But it really helps me to not start off by grabbing my phone and looking at my emails. But it really helps by opening my eyes and knowing like, wow, I was able to rest my eyes and I'm able to wake up and take a deep breath and I'm alive. And what am I grateful for at this moment? And when I go to sleep, it's no longer of, oh my gosh, I have all these 20 million things to do. It's more like, wow, what a beautiful day. What brought me joy today? I am not a to-do list. You are not a to-do list. Life is supposed to be fun. Life is supposed to be joyful, and we are allowed to have joy. We are allowed to evolve. We're allowed to have our own vision. We're allowed to have our own business because we became business owners because we wanted to do things under our terms, right? We became business owners because we wanted to set up our own times. But why is it that when we become business owners, instead of getting more time, we become employees of our businesses, which means we're working like 24/7 or working those 40 hours a week when really we should be the employer that, I remember when I used to work, I was like, wow, my employer gets to come in late. And she, gets to work 4 days a week if she wants to. And she gets to go on vacations. And she gets to do all this other stuff, right? And we think that we need to be the boss, or like we have to have everything like everybody else. But we can be our own bosses by deciding to live how we utilize our time in our lives. And one of the biggest things that I had to detach was from our worth is not based on how much we work. Hard work does not mean that you're worth more of your blessings. You can work smarter. You can have systems in place and decide that you have less things in your house, so it's less to clean. And you can decide that you do beauty things to take care of your skin, but maybe you don't do your makeup every day and you still feel beautiful in your own skin and that feels good to you. Or you want to do your full makeup, but faster with taking some shortcuts because that feels beautiful to you. You are in control of it. You do not need to work hard all the time to be worthy of your blessings. And the more that you can sit and be in tune with yourself, the better decisions we can make, because I am not here to make decisions for you. Nobody can make the decisions for us. We need to take control of our own time, and we are the owners of our times. So much love, and I will see you back here next week.